Motorcycle Rock Show. So ladies and gentlemen, we got a lovely classic twin here that is coming back from 2000. We are going back 23 years, already 23 years till this bike was new. Anyway, and we are going in one of the best engines that Suzuki factory ever give to us. We are speaking of course for a Suzuki TL1000R. A great sport bike with one, as I told you, greatest motorcycle engines. But great motorcycle engine for this bike, because Suzuki was make also something accidentally. Use the same engine for Vestrom 1000. Position of riding reminds a bit of Hayabusa, so you think that maybe it's a little bit comfortable, but guess what? It's not comfortable at all. It's not comfortable at all. My legs are very up, but for a sport riding it's good. I can lock inside, I can lock down. I have to use a bigger windscreen and then I'm well protected. For sure this bike is not for every day. In our days this classic sport motorcycle is only for collections or for track days, for nothing else. But I will show you now something that will surprise you. Georgia's position, that is got this amazing footrest near to the exhaust and the big saddle. Georgia, please come.
This is for leg warming.
Yes.
You know, in the winter time. Oh!
How are you feeling?
I think I am stepping on the exhaust. My legs are stepping on the exhaust.
But as I told you, this is a bike for collection or for track days.
Yes.
So, who's going in a track day with his girlfriend?
No one, because they have no handles, and so I'm going like that.
So, Georgia, go now.
Oh my God.
Thanks, Georgia. And what is the equip in this motorcycle? Nothing. I don't have nothing. I have a typical sport clock. Okay, what we got here? We got a typical for the season white RPM counter with a few information and a digital screen on it. We got by the right side a few bliblikia, and by the left we got a kilometer counter with information and a digital screen inside. Simple and typical for the season, I can say. I have a side stand, I have mirrors that I see almost nothing back, I have lights, transparent brake tanks, and the most important, I have a great frame. A great frame who helps a lot this motorcycle in cornering and makes the difference. Of course, I can control my front fork and the back adjuster, and what else I got? That's it. Engine. What about this Diamond of Suzuki? We are speaking for a twin 4-stroke engine with double overhead camshaft, 4 valves per cylinder, that is 996 cubics. It gives us 135 horses, very easy, at 9,500 RPM, and also give us 106 Nm at 7,500 RPM. We got of course 6-speed, and this bike is dry only 197 kilos, and let's make it sink. Απ' τη ζωή βγαλμένα. What we got here? We got a light that only BMW can make it something worse than this. We got a nice fat fork, a really good one. We got a well protected water cool radiator, also an oil radiator. We got here the ram air. We got big discs with 6 pistons caliber of Tokiko, and we got back one double piston caliber for the back fork. Finally, do we have brakes? For 2000, yes, we have brakes. For today, we have acceptable brakes. Quality. 23 years old sport motorcycle with many cannibals owners. And what is the problem on it? Nothing. I can tell you for sure that the bike looks that is painted at least one, the tail and the fairings. The tank looks original, the color. The saddles are very good, even if they have a little bit problem here from the sun. It's 23 years old. We have no corrosion, and the quality of the frame, is amazing. Perfect weld, in perfect condition, hard stuff, I like it. The back adjuster is not the best possible, even if you see it, looks that is a little bit small for the motorcycle. The fork is excellent, and we got also a stabilizer for the front fork. What else? Everything looks nice on it. Metal is painted, so I have to be gently. Anyway, it's a soft plastic. It's okay. Okay, the windscreens are original. Okay, it's a very good made motorcycle, So, it's funny that all those bikes that they are much younger than me, it's classics now. C'est la vie. This is a bike that is, as I told you, excellent for track days. It's got a nice engine that is functional everywhere. The brakes are acceptable even for today. For 2000 wasn't very good brakes. The back adjuster is not the best possible, the front is. Of course, it's a typical angle as a Suzuki bike, and the position of riding is good even for a little bit bigger riders and not a tiny small sport rider, a jockey. So the sound, of course, we have Remus exhaust is excellent, and what else? I like it. I would like to have a bike like this in my collection. So Georgia, please. Έρχεται πείμα, έτσι. What are you think, Georgia?
I think the same. Drag days.
Track days.
And collection.
Collection. Bike for collection.
Yes.
And I will ask you now a question very important. Do you remember Honda VTR 1000? Then we will do it, I think also here, test ride.
Beautiful, beautiful, yes.
What do you prefer, Honda VTR or this one?
I don't know.
Ask me.
How about you?
Honda VTR.
Well, it's prettier. I love the...
It's a lovely, it's not ugly as a Suzuki, it's beautiful.
It's not ugly, but I think the other one was prettier.
The classic bikes can be whatever they like. So,
Yes.
Georgia, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important motorcycle.
In the
And this motorcycle is an inspiration for me. So I will say something important.
Drop it. Drop it.
Drop it, drop it.
Hit it.
Το μηχανάκι πήρα να βγω για μια βολτούλα. Στο δρόμο μου συνάντησα μια κοπέλα που ήταν μάλλον η Σούλα από το κομμωτήριο. Την έκατσα από πίσω, την πήγα παραπέρα. Της έδειξα πως έχω
Μεγάλο αέρα.
ένα πολύ καλό αέρα. Αυτή ενθουσιάστηκε,
Ναι.
το είδε κατάλαβες τώρα,
Ναι.
τον αέρα
Τον αέρα.
και μου είπε όχι άλλο, όχι παραπέρα. Φοβερό, χειροκροτήστε.
Πάθη.
So ladies and gentlemen, this is Ioannis and Georgia for Κόκκινα Φεγγάρια. This amazing motorcycle show.
Okay, this amazing motorcycle show. Thank you very much for watching us.